clean rifle may mean life or death in the jungle. And these are the Australians that defeated the Japs at Kokoda. Now, over trails never traveled by whites, they follow up the attack. Soldiers skilled in all the tricks of jungle warfare. With field mortars and Tommy guns, they blast away at the slightest sound.
G'day everyone, it's NQ Explorers again. Welcome to another field video. Once again I'm at the site of a 1944 Australian Army casualty clearing station that was here for a 10-month period during 1944, treating Australian combat casualties from the Merauke area of New Guinea, injured aircrew from New Guinea and the local airfield where you've seen me do hunts recently, and also any other troops from the Horn Island raids or airmen from the Horn Island raids that were injured in the Japanese bombing attacks there. So I found a lot of good relics and coins in here in the last few hunts, as you might have seen, and hopefully today we'll pick up a few more. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll be back shortly with the first find. Well, the first target of the hunt is a live 303 round, which is very typical of the ones I find in here. I actually find more live 303 rounds than spent cartridges, which probably isn't surprising, but there's plenty of them in here. Well, this next target must have just about been a sunbaker. I just got a penny out of the ground. All I did was scrape the leaf litter back and it came up in the leaf litter, so I'd say it's just about a surface coin, this one. Lovely old penny from the war. The finds keep coming out of this site. It's just a fabulous site to hunt. That's a kangaroo penny, eh? Well, I'll come back with a date on it, and I'll check this hole because I think there's another signal there. Well, it's not even a hole, it's just a scratch. Well, that coin's a 43 kangaroo penny, King George VI. These coins predominate here, as you'd expect. By far the majority of coins, pennies I get here are 1943. And the threepences too, actually. Okay, well, I'll just recheck this hole and see if we've got something else here. Well, I'm back in that area where I found that 1899 Victorian silver shilling last hunt, which still seems to be a little bit strange of a find for this site. Although perhaps not so. If it wasn't associated with the army being here, the old overland telegraph line's about 300 metres into the bush that way, just past the junction of the creeks. It was put through in the 1880s. There is a chance that a coin could have been dropped here. Maybe some linesmen were camped in this area back in the early 1900s or something, but I don't know. The coin was fairly worn, so it could have been in circulation until World War II. But anyway, not far from where I got that, due to probably poor checking of the area. I've just got a beautiful signal here. It's in between these bushes, which isn't going to be easy to film, but we'll see how we go. Getting a great signal here, very high tone. I don't think it's going to be very deep, which suggests this is going to be a coin. If it sort of dates similar to that old 1899 shilling, we may have an explanation of what's going on here. But it may just be a wartime penny. And then the shilling could have been just part of that two-up game that we found a couple of hunts ago. Okay, it's in this heap here, in amongst all these bushes. If we can see, we can get out of here. It's up in here somewhere. Bit awkward working here, but okay, let's have a look. Actually, I thought I'd check this area fairly thoroughly, but it goes to show that either I'm inefficient or you can never. This sounds great. This could be a coin. It is a coin. It's a penny. Now it's a wartime penny, yeah. So I'd say that shilling, the mystery of that shilling may not be so mysterious. It was probably dropped on the way to the two-up game. Well, there's another coin that didn't make it to the two-up school, or came back. The point about the two-up game, of course, in 1944 these soldiers would have been playing for paper money £1, £5 notes. I'm not going to find any of them, I'm just picking up their change that they dropped. Righto, on we go. Absolute ripper of a signal here, haven't touched anything, the leaf letter's still in place. This is not very far from that 2 up 10 and that the last penny I just got, which was in the area where I got that old shilling. So this, on the conductivity indication though, this isn't as high as a penny. Could be a little silver, or it could be a badge. Might be another rising sun if we're really lucky. Oh no, it's not, it's a penny, it's a coin, I can just see it, I've just disturbed it there. Hey, it's an old Commonwealth penny. 1934. Well, that's a good find. Oh, well, the coins are still coming out of the ground. We'll keep at it. We might think it's a bit strange. I'm coin and relic hunting with a 14-inch by 10-inch double D coil. Very large coil to be coin hunting with, obviously, or relic and buckle and badge hunting. But this country is, there's no modern trash, as I've explained in the past. The site was only in use for 10 months during 1944, so there's no subsequent use of the site or previous use of the site. No rubbish whatsoever. Targets are fairly well dispersed. And you can still discriminate well with this big coil, but when I get a concentration of targets, well, I'll just go back to the 10-inch imaging coil so I can pick out the targets in amongst the clutter. But generally there's not too many cluttered areas here, and I'm finding the 14 inch is a really useful tool in this situation, which, as I said, you probably wouldn't normally use for coin hunting. Anyway, I've got a really big signal here. There's the hole, it was quite deep. It's in the top of this heap here somewhere, so I've got it out, and we'll see what comes out here together. Could be another penny. Oh, hey, what's this? It's a ring. Hey, it's a ring. It appears to be a ring. Well, I'll magnify that and see what that can be. It's got some sort of something on the top of it there. Hey, it's ringing up very high. Can't imagine what that's made of. Anyway, look, I'll have a quick look at it and clean it up, and we'll see what we've got here. Well, it's a ring, all right, but it's neither silver or gold. I'd say it's been something that has been fashioned by one of the diggers, as they often did, for themselves. Maybe made out of a penny, which they used to do that quite often. It's quite well made, actually. The way that's ringing, it's way up above gold and silver, and it's clearly not gold and silver. And I don't think there's any markings, but if there is, I'll magnify that when I get back to camp, and I'll subtitle any information. Okay, on we go.
Field hospitals care for minor casualties. Most ask only for a cigarette and a chance to return to the fight. Men under the command of Australia's General Sir Thomas Blamey. Men under the leadership of America's great General Douglas MacArthur. These veterans are among the best fighters in the world. This soldier is thankful he was wearing his tin hat. Here, upon Australia's first line of defense, it rains almost constantly. Yet even in the heaviest downpour, they push on through ankle-deep mud.
Well, the boys are still dropping stuff for me to find. This one's another safety razor handle. I got that complete razor in the last hunt here. They're a lovely solid item. They give a good signal too. But I haven't rechecked the hole. We'll see if the rest of the razors here, that's just the handle that screws into the head area. Well, after that safety razor handle, I was working my way down to the, you might be able to see in the distance there's a 44-gallon drum. There's 3 of them in a row. That's one of the older latrines. The mound's been washed away, but the drums are still in situ. And I was rewarded with a coin on the way to the latrine, which is nice. Seems to be a penny. Yes. And I will identify that and subtitle it. I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe a kangaroo. Doesn't feel to be a doesn't look to be a Commonwealth penny. Anyway, good one. We'll be back shortly with an ID on the coin. Well, there she is, a fairly grimy 43 kangaroo, but as you can see there's a lovely patina underneath there on that bronze, so I'm going to clean that up when I get back to camp, and that'll look great when it's clean. So good one. King George VI 43 kangaroo. A couple of metres further on from that penny, I dug this target with no confidence, thinking it might have been a live 303, just a mid-tone. It's another penny, but given by the, just have a listen to this tone, very low tone. So I'd say that's a It feels very worn and smooth. It's probably an old Commonwealth penny that's quite worn. I experienced that on a couple of hunts here where I had got a 1911 penny, very old coin. It was quite worn and only a bit toned. So I'll clean this up now and we'll have a look and see what date we've got on this one. Well, it's definitely a penny. That's it on the right. Absolutely no details visible. It's been ground flat. This is one of the previous pennies I found. Have a look at the difference in the thickness of the two coins. Bit of more digger's hijinks, I think. Here, they're up to something with this coin. Anyway, so there's no chance of getting any details off that. It's just a flat disc, but it's definitely a coin. Anyway, on we go. Well, I've nearly made my way to the latrines. That's them just there. There's 3 drums there. There's several sets of those in here, about 4 or 5 that I've discovered. Just after those coins, on the way to the latrine, and I inexplicably, have a look at this dig. It's a live 50 caliber shell. Have a look at that. Live 50 cal. Dropped on the way to latrines. We're going back to the 2-up school. Just by comparison, there's a 303 round that I just dug. Boy oh boy. Tell you what, they had some ammunition for a hospital. Anyway, good one. On we go. Just thought I'd show you the quality of that live 50 caliber round. 1942 production LC. I looked it up on the head stamp website and I'll subtitle the maker's details. Righto, on we go. Well, I'm not far from that 2-up chain area, which is up in that area, and I've found coins down in this area. That area over in there is where I call it 303 patch, because there's live 303 rounds everywhere. But a big target here. Big signal came out with a big target. It's a lovely big belt buckle. Complete with pin and everything. That may be marked. That appears to be an army tunic buckle. I haven't found many tunic parts here actually, and the reason being that as a casualty clearing station, the combat soldiers coming out of Milwaukee, which is this was the CCS that treated the battle around Milwaukee, would have been in their jungle clothes. They wouldn't have been in uniform, so not in their dress uniform. I mean, would have been in battle gear. So I don't find many big tunic parts. So I'll magnify the back of this buckle and see if there's any writing on it, and see if I can identify it any further. Well, I've just given it a quick bush clean. It appears to be a tunic buckle. I can't see any writing on the back, but if there is, I'll subtitle it in the video. Well, that's a good find. Good one. Well, here's the kitchen slab at this old casualty clearing station. It's one of the few substantial remnants left in the bush besides the 44-gallon drum latrines. I've located 2 of these slabs in here and about 4 latrine sites. There's a little freshwater sump down that way where they pump the water up from the spring. There's beautiful clear spring water in these creeks. Runs all year round, and it never drops. It's just a lovely source of fresh water. So I'll give a half an hour around this old slab area. I haven't found too much down in this area. Most of the area is up there on the hill a little bit higher, where I've been finding the coins and the badges and things, which I suggest is where the main tent area was. This has just been the kitchen area for cooking, and I guess the food would have gone to a mess tent somewhere. I haven't really found a big heap of cutlery in this site, not like over at the airstrip, so maybe I haven't discovered the mess tent yet, but I'll give it a half an hour in here and we'll see what we find here. Well, I didn't get too many targets down in the area of the old kitchen, but so I headed back out along the creek line here, and I got another coin by the looks of it. Here's this old penny, still stuck in the soil clump. We'll have a look and see what she is. I have no idea, but I'll give it a quick clean now and we'll get a date off it, eh? Good one. Another coin from the site. Well, I got a little series of blip, 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 blip signals with this great big coil. That's why it's not real good when there's a concentration of targets, but it turned out it was alright when I dug it. It's the ends off the webbing straps and a bit of a buckle. So someone's little bit of webbing sort of bit the dust in this spot long ago. Well, it's turned into the penny hunt, this one. Another penny. I'm just going for a bit of a wander into an area I hadn't been into, so this is good. I just do detect out here quickly. If I start getting a few coins and relics, then it's an area I can move into on the next hunt, so that's great. Looks like another 43 kangaroo, as you'd expect. Good one. Okay, well, like I said, this is an area I haven't detected yet. It's kind of the southern end of the site, so Yeah, I'll be worth spending a bit of time in here now that I've found a coin in here. I know the activity extended this far into the bush anyway. Well, one advantage of using a bigger coil, you don't have to get as close to the ground to pick up targets. Obviously, in this thick grass, I've come into this little area of thick grass, I was nowhere near the ground with the coil. Got a nice signal in this vine, had a bit of a wrestle with it there, and, and there's another penny. I think it's the 8th penny from the hunt. More than likely a 43 kangaroo. Good one. Okay, well, it's worth persisting in the long grass even if I can't get the coil that close to the ground. Well, as soon as I picked up the detector, I got another signal just in front of that last penny. This is going to be another shallow coin. In amongst these vines. See what comes out, eh? I don't think it was going to be very far down. Let's pull this leaf litter back. Given the size of that ring and the extent of the signal, I'd say that's going to be a penny. I think we've got him out there. So you can find it amongst all this greenery. I'd say it's in here. It's like it's just come out of a shallow scrape there. Oh, it could still be in the ground. Yeah, the coil loves it. Okay, I got it in my hand. Feels like a coin and it feels like a penny. 2 penny spill. Good one. Okay, well, I'll subtitle a date on that second coin. Well, it's a 3 penny patch. It's got my 3rd penny from the one little spot, one little area. Last 2 are 43 kangaroos. All probability this is also a 43 kangaroo, but I'll subtitle it anyway. Good one. Well, I just turned the camera off, checked the hole before I refilled it, and there's another coin here. I think it may be a halfpenny by the down to the mid-tone. Not a real high tone, so that'll be four coins in the one small area. If it is another one, oh look, it's another. Oh, it's a penny on edge there. That's why it was a different tone. So it's 4 pennies out of the patch. Oh, and it's a KG5, eh? That's why it's ringing low. 1920 by the looks of that. 1920 King George V. Hear the difference in the tone. Interesting. Okay, on we go. That's 4 coins. Okay, well, I just got my 5th coin from a very small area. I'm in hope of a second 2-up game. There would have been more than one in this camp. Like I said earlier, they wouldn't have been playing for coins, obviously. These are just the change they've dropped. But yeah, this is a lot of pennies to be in one little spot. Like this area would cover probably 2 square metres, 3 square metres next to this old burnt tree. So I'll keep hunting around here and see what else comes up. Okay, I may have found the boys' second 2-up patch. I've got a little silver coin, a threepence. I think that's 5 pennies and a threepence now. Lovely little silver. I can't see what that is, but I'll clean it now and we'll see what it is. But this is a good indicator. I've got 6 coins here now, and once the silver coins start coming up, it could be the 2-up school. But I wouldn't suggest that I'm going to find the tossing coin for a second time, but who knows. Well, there she is. It's an absolutely superb little 1927 King George V silver threepence, sterling silver. Beautiful. Well, a lot of coins here, so I'll keep swinging. I've only just started, so hopefully, like I said, it's another 2-up game. You never know. Well, here comes my 8th coin out of this little patch, the 2-up area, the second 2-up area maybe. This here was the threepence, and there was 2 pennies just off to the right, so up against this old burnt tree there'll be another coin, so I'll give it a dig and we'll see what comes out, eh? Well, it was a coin, yet another penny, another 43 kangaroo, and I'm still going. Well, it's another 43 penny out of the patch, and I've just got another big signal about a metre ahead of this point, so another one coming up. And that next coin, which is ringing up really high, looks to be a silver coin. I hope looks to be a sixpence. This is shaping up like that last 2-up hunt. This is a similar number of coins in a very small area. Looks like oh, yeah, it's a beauty. It is. It's a sixpence. What a ripper. Silver sixpence. I'll clean it and I'll get a date. Well, there's plenty of coins to come. I'm still getting targets. Quick fill cleaning that silver sixpence. Sterling silver, 1942. D, Denver Mint. What a beautiful coin. 2 years old when it was dropped. Lovely. Okay, let's keep going. Well, definitely another 2-up game. Just got that little silver sixpence here, this area, and there's another big signal here, which may be a silver coin because it's not ringing up like a penny. A little bit jumpy. Oh, so there we go. We'll see what we come out of here. I say it's going to be another sixpence by the sound of that. Let's hope so. Once you start getting these concentrations of silvers with the pennies, it's a good chance that it is a game spot. Okay, well, it's in that little mulligat there. Whoops, sorry. Let's see what we've got here. Ooh, it's in this hand. Oh, it's a penny. So much for that theory. Just dropped out on the coil. Good one. Okay, I'll meet. Well, once again, and amongst all the coins, a live 303 round. Another silver from the 2-up game. It's a little threepence. Beauty. It was under this old log. I actually had to move the log, but the coil punched through the log and picked up the signal of the coin, which is great. Okay, that was a sheaf of wheat. We'll have a look at the date, eh? Well, it's a beautiful little silver 43, no mint mark. Probably a Melbourne if that's the case. There's King George VI on the other side. Excellent. Well, I think we might wrap that hunt up there. That's been a good little hunt today. Potentially, it appears I've found a second game of 2-up there with that concentration of coins. That indicates to me that that was a 2-up game. That was probably about 50 or 60 metres from the previous 2-up hunt. Lots of coins there today in that one small area, and some other great relics in there, and I hope you enjoyed watching that video. I'm going to come back in here again. It's such a large area that it's going to take a lot of hunts to explore it fully, and I'll never hunt it out, but I'm the only one in here, so I might as well keep at it. So I hope you're enjoying this series of videos, and have a good trip out on your next detecting trip, and best of luck. Happy hunting, everyone. Bye for now.